along those same lines, that mentorship, that is important to have a mentor
Yeah,
and
very much
you know,
so, yeah.
facilitate that. How much of that do you do? You're probably obviously a mentor for maybe several folks,
Yeah.
but why do you do that?
I'm a mentor right now for Techstars, for 9 Mile Labs, for the Microsoft Accelerator. So, I do spend time with young companies, knowing that we're unlikely. We're not seed investors, I should say that now. 10 years ago, DFJ would have been considered a seed investor. Today, there's so many micro VCs, seed funds, super angels, accelerators, peer funding platforms, crowdfunding platforms. We just said, we're not equipped. When we invest hundreds of thousands of dollars, we just can't spend the time with the company as we can when we're investing millions. So I do that not because I think any of these companies are going to be ripe for us to invest in immediately, but Remitly was a Techstars company in 2012. Yeah. 2 years later, they're at a stage where it makes sense for us to be involved. So it's building some long-term relationships and just keeping tabs. Definitely mentorship is important. You mentioned Scott Oakey, coming up. Scott was my personal mentor. He's why I
really
absolutely say hello to him.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, without Scott, I wouldn't be sitting up here beside you.
That's great. Yeah. That is very good to know. Yeah. And I think one thing that I would just add to that is, I think one of the things we do, especially when we're younger, because we're really smart and we know everything. At least I was when I was 23. Holy crap. Is we don't value that as much when we're younger. The value of someone older that maybe it's just a sounding board, right?
Yeah.
And the value of that is just, it's huge as you go up the food chain in your life, having quality people like a Scott Oakey around you. Like you say, you wouldn't be sitting here with a guy like that. That's saying a lot. I mean, that's a big statement, right? So I just think one of the things that we do as individuals and entrepreneurs is we don't value that enough, especially early on in our careers. So I would say, if you're not doing it, find someone and do it. Do get a mentor and find someone that you really like and will really give you honest, quality feedback.
Yeah, some of the best entrepreneurs I have had the pleasure of working with from a very early on standpoint built a true board of advisors separate from their board to give them this unfiltered feedback, and it's been hugely important to their success.